Oh. Okay. Hello guys, back again with me, retired villain, DCG player, and grinding game enthusiast, Raven Reinhardt, a VTuber from Indonesia. In this Raven's DCG video, we are going to talk about the new upgrade to an already broken green deck. Previously, we've talked about the new decks in BT13 versus Royal Knight, which are the Royal Knight deck itself and the upgrade to the Shine Greymon deck. The funny thing is, before BT13, Shine Greymon is more of a okay kind of deck. Like, you know, it's not an already broken deck for Shine Greymon. Where else, the green deck that I'm going to talk about, it is, as you guys can see on screen, wait a second, it is the Bloomlordmon deck. It is an upgrade to a Bloomlordmon deck, upgraded by the new Rosemon and Yoshino package from BT13. So as we all know, the Bloomlordmon itself is already a broken green deck in the previous expansion, using stuff like Hydramon from EX4 and the all-new Quartzmon from BT12. It is already a formidable deck on its own. Adding the Rosemon package from the BT13 actually makes it a crazy fast deck. Like, if you know green for like cheap evolution, crazy memory gains, crazy memory management, this expansion makes it way stronger than it already is. So we're just gonna jump right into the list. First, we are going for the Digi-Egg. We use the Argamon from the BT2. It is reprinted. I forgot it got reprinted on RB1 or not, but I remembered it got reprinted on the Bilzmon starter deck. You can get the alternate art Argamon from it. It has the evolution effect. Your turn when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your unsuspended phase, gain +1 memory. Considering how the BloomLord deck, give board presence, you will likely get the +1 from this. Although I am quite on dilemma with which egg should I bring, because if you can have your Digimon survive during your next unsuspend phase, you would probably win the game if you're playing this deck. So I don't think Argamon give that much of a benefit, so I'm still looking into it. Okay, for the level 3, we bring the already good Palmon from the BT10. With the on-play effect, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck and add 1 that contains plants or vegetation, and 1 fairy. As you guys can see, the whole deck, except Sterearmon, is a plant and or vegetation. The fairy is for the BloomLord. In this deck is also an addition for Rosemon and Lilamon. So previously you only have 4 targets for the fairy, but now you have up to 4 kinds of card for the fairy target. It's an automatic 4 for this Palmon, and also an automatic 4 for another Palmon in the name of Lalamon. It is the new card in the BT13. With the on-play effect, reveal the top 3, add 1 vegetation or plant or fairy in one of its traits, and 1 Yoshino Fujieda. So if Palmon opens 4 and adds up to 2, this is the same but only open 3. It's technically the same function as Palmon. So now you have 8 Searcher of a level 3 in your deck. Additionally, Lalamon has this crazy evolution source skill. Like, your turn once per turn when this Digimon would Digivolve. If you have a green Tamer in play, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. The good thing about green is you keep getting discounts for your evolution, and this is just, I don't know, this is really powerful. This kind of evolution source is really powerful, even though it requires a tamer, but as we can see, Lalamon adds Yoshino Fujieda, and Yoshino itself is a powerful tamer on its own. We'll get to that later. And for the rest of the level 3 slot, we bring Tyriamon, blocks your opponent memory gain, and Pomamon, your opponent can play Digimon by effect. In response to the BT13 meta, we might kick out Tyriamon for 4 Pomamon, because we're going to need Pomamon to answer the Royal Knights deck, as the effect of Pomamon prevents Purge of the Royal Knight from summoning any Royal Knights from under Yggdrasil, and most importantly, Pomamon actually stops Omegamon effect, meaning Omegamon cannot swing at your face with the whole round table for the win. So that's actually something that warrants Pomamon for 4. We're going to the level 4 now. It's a red Vegemon, your usual 3-1-3000. I picked this over the normal Vegemon because 3 play cost and 3000 DP. 3000 DP means the requirement for the plant deck summoning. Second, we have the old Sunflowmon. When digivolving by suspending one of your green Digimon, you may play one card with Vegetation, Plant, or Fairy from one trait with 3k DP or less. And ESS, when an effect suspends one of your Digimon, draw 1. It's an automatic 4. And another automatic 4 is the new Sunflowmon. It's the same as the old one, like it needs to suspend to actually activate its effect, but this is a bit different. It is not an on-evolution effect, it is a main effect. By suspending this Digimon, you may digivolve one of your Digimon into a Digimon card with Fairy in one of its trait. My new Fairy in its trait would be BloomLord, a level 6, Lilamon, a level 5, and Rosemon, level 6, and also Rosemon Burst Mode at level 7. If you evolve this way, reduce the Digivolution cost by 2. Evolving into Lilamon means you only pay 1. Evolving into BloomLord means you only pay 2, and you get hefty amount of memory by BloomLord's own effect. The evolution source effect of Sunflowmon is a copy-paste from Lilamon. That's for the level 4, and we are going to level 5. We still bring one Cherrymon for your Omni blocker, I guess. I can say this is for your protection, and also a Digisorption, a download option. But if you guys still like Blossomon, I think that's still a good option to bring. Although an automatic 4 for Ajataramon, with a main once per turn suspending one of your green, play 1. This is a staple for BloomLord decks to widen up your board. With your turn once per turn ESS effect, one of your Digimon becomes suspended by effect, gains 1 memory. It synchronized well with BloomLord, that is why it's a broken deck last time. The new level 5 would be Lilamon. I'm still quite conflicted by using this card, because Blossomon is just overall a better card. Lilamon itself has 3 evolution cost, 7k DP, a Fairy in its trait, and when it evolves, you may play 1 Yoshino from your hand without paying its cost. That's actually something good, since it does not give the restriction like if you don't have Yoshino, play Yoshino. It's just outright play Yoshino, which is why it's good. The evolution source effect is if your opponent has a suspended Digimon in play, this Digimon gains security attack +1. This is actually quite conflicting, because most of the time you swing at your opponent's suspended Digimon and just pierce it. While if you do that while having Lilamon in your source, you would lose the security attack +1. So it's kind of conflicting in that aspect. But if you guys have any thought about it, it would be nice to share. Okay, so next we have the star of the deck, of course, Bloomlordmon. When evolving, you may suspend one of your Digimon, then for each of your suspended that contains Plant, Vegetation, Fairy, gain 1 memory, gain 2 or more, you get Piercing, and it unsuspends. The bread and butter of the deck, of course. And your turn, for every 2 of your suspended Digimon, this Digimon gains +2k and security +1. Not much to explain about BloomLord since it is an existing ace. Okay, we're gonna skip to Hydramon first. Hydramon was once this co-star of the deck. We brought 3 of him. I mean, it's just that powerful. When evolving, suspend one Digimon. All turns once per turn when opponent's Digimon suspended. For each other suspended vegetable, plant, or fairy, you gain 1 memory. And end of your turn once per turn, you bounce something to the bottom of the deck. It's still a powerful card, that is why I still recommend bringing one of it. And lastly, we have the level 6 Rosemon. 3 evolution cost, fairy. When digivolving by suspending one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamer, unsuspend Digimon, an unsuspender, which is quite good in the deck. And also, all turn once per turn when an opponent's Digimon or Tamer becomes suspended, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon and or Tamer. This is an all turns effect, so when it's your opponent's turn, one of your opponent's attack or one Tamer suspension of your opponent actually warrants 2, which is quite nice. I'm going to take an example of a did deck, the Crossheart. If you Digicross for like Shotman Cross 4 by suspending Taiki, you suspend Taiki and perform a Digicross to play Shotman Cross 4. After the Digicross is resolved and all the draw and all that crap is resolved, Rosemon would activate its alternate effect and suspends the Cross 4, which is why I think this is quite a good card, although I don't think it will be that much of a good as of now. I bring it because it's a fairy trait and it can freely evolve into burst mode, since you do not get discount into burst mode if you evolve it from BloomLord. I mean, unlike most burst mode deck, you don't bring 4 Rosemon in this deck, which is quite a bit of a hassle. And next we have the level 7, we bring the Quartzmon. Quartzmon itself is a very powerful card, 6 evolution cost from green. When digivolving, suspend all Digimon except this and suspend all Tamer. Then gain 1 memory for every 2 suspended Digimon and or Tamers in play. Considering how this deck is really wide, you are already gonna get a hefty amount of memory from the evolution effect alone. There was that one time I evolved into Quartzmon. I paid 6. Wait, was it 6 or 4? I forgot. But anyway, after the evolution, I got like a cashback of +3 memory. Like, the deck is just that crowded. Next, all turns, all Digimon except this one, all Tamers cannot unsuspend. This is your... Alright, stop. We're gonna stop this match right here. I'm gonna declare that stop. Yeah, this is your stopper. This is the strongest stopper so far in the game, I think. And it has a when attacking effect, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamer. Then, for every 5 suspended Digimon and or Tamer in play, including yours, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. So yeah, it's quite a must to bring this. Like, the deck just lacks something if you don't bring Quartzmon. And the supposedly star of the deck, Rosemon Burst Mode. Burst Digivolve, 0 cost from Rosemon, with returning 1 Yoshino in play to its owner's hand. At the end of turn, trash top card of its Digimon. Usual burst. When digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon and one of their Tamers. So you suspend 2, and then all of your opponent's Digimon and Tamer does not unsuspend until then the end of their turn. So it's basically a mini Quartzmon, but only for your opponent. And then when attacking, for every 2 suspended Digimon and or Tamer your opponent has in play, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. So yeah, I mean, for every 2, considering how most decks are like, you know, playing Tamers right now and lots of Digimons on board, suspension effect is still one of the most absolute effect there is, unless the card is unaffected by Digimon effect. Suspension is still one of the strongest effect out there. And with a Rosemon Burst Mode effect, you can like easily sweep 2 to 3 securities out of their stack and then doing a direct attack. But yeah, I think you should only bring 2 of this, because I only have 2 Rosemon and you have Quartzmon too. And most of the time you win in BloomLord. So yeah, it's just, you know, additional spices. Of course, one hidden potential discovered. It's never bad to bring a limited card in your deck. And 3 green memory boost. Usually I bring 4, but I couldn't find a slot for the 4th one, so I only get 3 of this. Oh, usually you only bring 2 to 1 Tamer, but Yoshino is just that good. That's why I bring 3 of her. Start of your turn, 2 memory or less, memory to 3. It's a fixer. It's a fixer that can be freely played by a level 5. And also your turn when one of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon card with Vegetation Plant or Fairy, which is the whole deck. It is the whole deck except Quartzmon. By suspending this timer, gain 1 memory. It is a fixer that can gain you memory. In a deck where evolutions are discounted, it's a broken tamer. It's just it's crazy how the support for green and BT13 complements the BloomLord deck so much. I tried playing this deck. Against various matchups, and yeah, it's quite. No, it's really fast. It's really fast. It's really efficient. It's really powerful in terms of removal and firepower, and board wide is very powerful. If we're talking about consistency, you can have 3 kinds of searcher in your deck, which is quite nice already. But yeah, even with all those searchers, if you do not draw the correct level, you're still gonna lose. This is an evolution line deck. What do you expect from it? But yeah, it is a powerful deck, quite consistent, powerful, strong, efficient. To an extent, there is so many combo steps for this deck. Whenever I play it, I would just like sit there for a few minutes and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? What the fuck am I doing with this deck? I should not be playing this deck, I should be playing other decks. So yeah, if you're not used to multiple combo decks, this deck is not recommended for you. Although it is very powerful, and it is easy to learn, honestly. Like, just learn the combos, learn the effect, memorize it, and it's just muscle memory along the way. But yeah, I guess that's it for the Bloom Rose deck, for the Bloom Rose deck in BT13 versus Royal Knight. Do leave a comment below if you have any request for what deck I should cover up next, or if you want to discuss about the existing decks that I have covered. All comments are welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. I guess that's enough for today's video. Raven Reinhardt signing out, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.